Here is the part of the AI hardware war most people skip because it sounds boring: the cables. And that is exactly why it matters. Today's interesting business story is not that AMD wants to compete with NVIDIA again. Of course it does. The interesting part is where AMD is aiming. Not at the chip headline. At the plumbing that turns a fast chip into a locked-in empire. The Economic Times spotlighted AMD's UALink strategy as an open interconnect push against NVIDIA's NVLink-style dominance in AI data centers. Translation: AMD is trying to challenge the thing that makes customers stay once they buy in. In large AI clusters, the money is not only in the GPU itself. It is in how thousands of GPUs talk to each other, how efficiently they share memory, and how painful it is to switch ecosystems after you have built around one vendor's wiring diagram. That is why this is a strategy story, not a spec sheet story. NVIDIA's power is not just that its chips are fast. Its power is that the whole stack fits together in a way buyers trust. The silicon, the networking, the software, the developer habits, the procurement logic, all of it reinforces all of the other bits. That is a moat. And moats are where margins hide. If AMD can make the interconnect layer feel more open, more standard, and good enough for hyperscalers, then it does two very uncomfortable things to NVIDIA at the same time. First, it weakens lock-in. Once buyers believe the cluster fabric itself does not have to be a single vendor religion, they get leverage. And leverage is just a polite corporate word for better pricing. Second, it changes the negotiating table. Enterprise and cloud buyers do not need AMD to completely dethrone NVIDIA for this to matter. They only need a credible plan B. The minute procurement teams can say, "We have another route," NVIDIA's premium stops looking like destiny and starts looking like something that must be defended. And here is the bigger twist: open interconnect is one of those moves that sounds technical but behaves economically. If the industry starts treating AI clusters more like modular infrastructure and less like sacred integrated appliances, then value shifts. Some value moves away from whoever owns the closed link. More value goes to whoever can assemble, operate, and finance the full system cheapest. That is why AMD keeps pushing this angle. It is hard to beat NVIDIA by playing NVIDIA's exact game. So AMD is trying to change the board. Open standards, coalition politics, and ecosystem comfort are slower weapons than benchmark charts, but they are often better business weapons. They squeeze the moat instead of charging the castle gate. My verdict: this does not mean NVIDIA is suddenly in trouble tomorrow. It means the most profitable part of its position is finally being targeted correctly. AMD is not just selling an alternative chip. It is trying to turn the hidden tax in AI infrastructure into a negotiation. And if that works, even partially, the winner is not just AMD. It is every major buyer that wants the AI boom without paying monopoly rent on every connection in the rack.